So here we are in the trail menu. We are under the speed and distance mode right now, and this is where you can tell how far you've gone, how fast you're going. Has all the data put on here. The Tech 4.0 technology has a built-in accelerometer, which allows you to track your speed and your distance real time without the annoying foot pod or pedometer sitting on your waist. It's all built right here into the watch, which is really convenient. So as you're in here, it'll be spitting out your distance as you're going, and you can scroll through some additional information up here. This is your exercise time, so how long you've been exercising. It'll also track your moving time, so say you're stopped in the middle of your exercise, it'll stop this watch but not your exercise time, so you can see how long you actually worked out during your workout. Here, this will tracking your miles per hour in real time, or this is your max, the speed that you've reached during your session, and this is your average speed, and also has your real-time pace, the minutes per mile, I guess, instead of miles per hour, so you can see you're doing 8-minute miles or 10-minute miles, and this is all in real time. I found this to not be very accurate. That and the real time just seemed to bounce around a lot, but if you're looking at your average, then it was more accurate. Here it's tracking your number of steps you've taken. It has a built-in thing, so it'll figure out if you're running or walking, and based upon your stride length that you enter, it'll be able to tell you your distance that you're going, and also the amount of calories that you're burning as you're doing your workout. And then back to the beginning. The accelerometer technology that's built in works really good and is really accurate. I've got it nailed in, so it's probably about 97% accurate based upon all my runs. It took me a long time to actually get it there. They gave you some instructions on how to figure out stride length and whatnot, but I found it best to just go run one of my trail loops that I knew the distance on, and then, figure it out from there. You had to figure out your stride length based upon that, and I've now got it narrowed in, so it works pretty good, but it can be a little tricky to originally get set up, but if you're able to be patient with it, it will last. So that's the time and distance mode. Let's move on to the this is the heart rate mode, so it's going to show you your real-time heart rate here. So you got my 67, 68 beats per minute, and then this is your percentage of your max. It's nice that they always show this along with you. So when you're in the heart rate mode, you can again scroll through, so this top screen will change. There's your exercise time, and here is the amount of time that you have been in your target heart rate range. It's always nice to know that. You can set it so it'll beep if you're leaving or entering your heart rate zone, so you know if you need to pick it up or slow it down. Here's your showing the max heart rate, and then you got your minimum heart rate, and you got your average heart rate. And then again, the amount of calories that you've burned, and you're back to the beginning. So on to the next mode. This is actually, I'll come back to this. This is the user mode. Actually, I'll explain it now. This allows you to customize, to put whatever information you want. There's about 30 different, maybe 20, 30 different information that you can customize, so you can put whatever you want up on the top, on the middle, and on the bottom, so you can customize it to whatever you want based upon what you are currently doing. So you can scroll through here, this is setting the middle one, you got 0 steps, or you can do the amount of time you've been in your heart rate zone, or your current heart rate, or your max heart rate, minimum heart rate, average heart rate, your altitude, your barometer, you got your temperature, your compass, the current time, calories, your exercise time or your moving time, your current speed, your max speed, your average speed, your pace, your current pace, that is, and your distance and your odometer, and then back to your steps. So that's all that you can trigger it. So each top, bottom, middle is whatever you want. This is really neat. It's nice to have a watch that lets you do so much customization. So moving down, this is your altimeter here, and it has 2 built-in alarms that you can set as you're going up. It'll keep track of your your max altitude, your minimum altitude. It'll keep track of your current altitude. And I've never seen an altimeter based upon barometer reading that will adjust to just one foot. You can see it kind of swaying around here, 349, 350, 351. Usually I've seen them in 3 or 5 foot increments. So and it'll also track your total ascent and descent, if you select to start that option. One thing it doesn't do, if you're a skier, it won't count your laps for you as you're heading up and down the runs. But again, this is based for a trail runner, so you shouldn't need that option. Moving on, we have the barometer reading off. Again, you can scroll through the top section here, and you'll get current temperature, weather forecast, and your barometer reading over the last 48 hours, and back to temperature. And after that, we get into the compass here, and compass is typical. You can do the standard things. You can lock it. You can do a reverse bearing. I found it to be pretty helpful during my adventure races, as you're out running around, to be able to know exactly where you're at, and it will flash at you like this if it's distorted or off, because I don't have it laying flat. So, and then this is a log. You're able to track your log. You're able to start, and it's going to record all this information that we've been talking about into one file if you choose, and you're able to download that information from the watch to your PC. Sorry, no Macs. Sorry, guys. So if you're a Mac lover, then it doesn't really work. But and you're able to select how often you want it to log. You can do it down to every second. This tells you about how many logs you have. So you have 3,521 logs that you can do, and just based upon, let's come in here, you can change your log rate, so you can make it go longer. I have it set for every 5 seconds, but you can go as low as 1 second if you wish, or as high as 10 minutes. So you can make that, you can stretch that out a lot longer if you need to. So that's the new TrailLeader Pro watch. My overall opinion, it's great. It does everything I need to do without the hassles of having a bunch of pods connected to me. It's simple, it's easy. You got your watch, you got your heart rate monitor, you got a USB to link to your computer. Simple as that. You just toss your watch next to your computer and it'll download your data for you. For a price of $199, it pretty much beats any of the other competitors with their pricing, so you really can't go wrong. Here in the Northwest, under these big canopy of trees, I don't get GPS reception while I'm out running the trails, so this is the best alternative I have found. So go get your Tech 4O TrailLeader Pro watch. Once again, my name is Will Thomas, and coming to you from trailrunningsoul.com. Thanks, and have a great run.